We are thoroughly enjoying spring over here, planting up some beautiful hanging baskets. On the back porch now, used some pansies and a few other plants that like to cascade down the sides of the hanging baskets. I really like these. Got these baskets at Home Depot and the plants at Home Depot. And I like them because I can reuse them every year. And they're beautiful. So you can replant them, repot them really easily. I think that they were like $15. So each of these hanging baskets cost us about $25, which is a huge savings. We also did a few pots on the front porch, and we will be doing, I need to do 3 more hanging baskets for the front porch. But I just love having these hanging from the porches all spring and all summer if I can keep them alive through the heat. If you've been following along, we did get a bottle calf about a month ago, and this little guy, we let him wander around the yard, but he also has made his way into our home a few times. He's getting big enough though that I think we're going to put him in with the big mamas and their calves very soon. He is eating alfalfa hay now, so he's doing really good. I am making some sourdough pizza crust. This is super easy. It's very similar to just a regular sourdough loaf, except for you make it a little more hydrated, and then it's easier to spread out make into a pizza crust. I am spreading this one onto parchment paper on a cookie sheet because I am going to cook it in my barbecue. I've been cooking just about everything on the grill lately, so it doesn't heat up the house, and it has been great. So this is just sourdough on the bottom of a cookie sheet, spread it out, used a little oil on it. Then I added a bit of marinara sauce, and then I found these no nitrate salamis at Walmart. Just cut them in half. They're actually made for sandwiches, but it's really great on pizza. And I'm going to use some cheese. I'm doing some fresh mozzarella and some Colby Jack. Then I am going to add some fresh spinach leaves to this and chicken and get this on the grill. It's just a really easy, simple dinner for summertime, and it cooks great on the grill. I actually learned this from my mom, who used to bake cookies, which I have done on the grill this summer or this spring already. But my mom used to cook a lot on the grill growing up, and so I did learn this from her. Luckily, my grill, you can set the temperature. For the pizza, I'm doing it at 400 degrees, but for things like cookies and breads, just do it at 300 degrees the way you regularly would. Usually it takes a little bit longer because the barbecue doesn't hold its heat like an oven does, but it still works great, feeds the family great, and doesn't heat up your kitchen. This week we also did some stuffed jalapenos on the grill, which is delicious. I did try these 2 different ways. So I tried them on the grill grates, and when I did that, even though I oiled my grill grates, I still lost some of the bacon. It still ended up sticking a little bit. So this time I'm doing these on a parchment lined cookie sheet, and I just set them on the top grill grate. And I am, at the same time that I'm doing this, I am doing a meatloaf. So it's the regular meatloaf recipe on the blog at farmhouseharvest.net, except for I am cooking it, and I'm putting it right in the roasting rack like I do in the recipe on the blog, but I'm just taking that whole roasting rack and sticking it on the grill. So the meatloaf I'm putting on the bottom shelf, and then I'm putting these stuffed jalapenos on the top shelf. And the stuffed jalapenos did finish before the meatloaf did, but it was a great appetizer and an easy dinner that I didn't have to heat up my kitchen again. We have been doing a lot of bike rides and just enjoying the spring. This is the Weiser River Trail. If you're in Idaho, the Weiser River Trail is definitely one that is a great family bike ride. It goes for miles and miles and miles. It starts at the Weiser River fishing ponds and then goes all the way up through Weiser to the Weiser River and then up through Cambridge and up through Tamarack. And then that's where it's all really nicely rocked and an easy trail to ride. And then it actually does go up from there, I believe, to McCall. It's a beautiful ride, and our 7-year-old did a really good job. So you can use pedal assisted bikes too, which we didn't do, but would be very fun. This is another recipe that's on the blog at farmhouseharvest.net. It's a fresh strawberry pie, but I call it a strawberry cream pie because I make a no-bake cream cheese filling for it. This time I'm doing it on a graham cracker crust instead of a baked pie crust. Either one is delicious, but the graham cracker crust is a lot easier and you don't have to turn on your oven. So I just fill my graham cracker crust with the cream cheese filling, strawberry cream cheese filling, add fresh strawberries on top. You can coat these strawberries in strawberry freezer jam or a strawberry glaze, but you don't have to. It tastes delicious with strawberries on top all by themselves, and it's a beautiful spring dessert. Very fresh and delicious. This fresh strawberry pie is perfect for the 4th of July, which we have coming up, Mother's Day, which we have coming up, and just strawberry season in general. If this is one of the recipes I make every year, and it's also a recipe that I like to give away if I'm bringing anybody a dessert. It's impressive and delicious, and one of those treats that is so fun to share with friends and neighbors. I hope that your family is enjoying spring and the beautiful weather and taking full advantage of it. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Let me know what you're cooking and what your family's doing this spring, and we'll see you later.